Sometimes life places toxic and harmful people in our path. But what if I told you that there are clear signs you're being protected from them by a higher power? When you start to recognize these signs, you begin to understand that you're not alone in your struggle, that unseen forces are watching over you, steering you away from danger and negativity. Closed doors can often feel like disappointments or missed opportunities, but they are frequently one of the clearest signs that you are being protected from harm. When life unexpectedly shuts a door, it might seem frustrating or confusing at first, especially if you had hopes or plans tied to that path. However, these moments of closure serve a deeper purpose. They act as barriers that keep toxic and harmful influences away from your life, even when you might not realize it at the time. Every closed door is a form of unseen protection. It is a way the universe, or a higher power, gently intervenes to redirect you from paths that could lead to emotional pain, disappointment, or even danger. Sometimes the people or situations you are turned away from carry negativity, toxicity, or destructive energy that could drain your spirit and hinder your growth. By shutting these doors, you are spared the turmoil that could come with those connections or opportunities. At first, it's natural to feel resistance or sadness when a door closes. You may question why this is happening to you or worry that you're missing out on something important. But the truth is that the closure is not a punishment or failure. It is an act of protection. It prevents you from wasting your time and energy on things that don't serve your highest good. This redirection frees up space in your life for healthier relationships, more positive experiences, and opportunities that align with your true purpose. Closed doors also help you cultivate patience and trust. They remind you that not everything unfolds on your timeline, and that some things must be delayed or denied to allow better things to enter your life. Instead of forcing your way through a door that doesn't want to open, you learn to accept the natural flow of life and trust that what is meant for you will come at the right time. This acceptance builds inner peace and reduces the anxiety that often comes from unmet expectations. In many cases, a closed door is a chance to pause and reflect. It invites you to reconsider your direction, evaluate your values, and examine whether the path you are pursuing truly aligns with who you are and what you want. Sometimes we chase after goals or people because of external pressures, habit, or fear of missing out. When a door closes, it provides an opportunity to slow down, listen to your inner guidance, and realign your focus with what genuinely nourishes your soul. Moreover, these closures can spark creativity and resilience. When one path ends, it challenges you to think differently, seek alternative routes, and tap into your resourcefulness. Many successful people credit their greatest breakthroughs to moments when a door closed on them, forcing them to explore new possibilities they hadn't considered before. A closed door, then, is not just an ending, but also a beginning, a chance to reinvent yourself and discover opportunities beyond your original vision. Another important aspect of closed doors as protection is that they help maintain your emotional and mental well-being. Toxic people and situations often come with drama, manipulation, or negativity that can deeply affect your peace of mind. Being denied access to these influences keeps you safer from emotional exhaustion, stress, and self-doubt. It's a form of self-care that sometimes arrives in the form of external barriers, sparing you from battles you are not meant to fight. Finally, when you encounter a closed door, it's important to see it as a sign of respect for your journey. It's a signal that you deserve better, that your worth is recognized even when circumstances seem discouraging. The door closing is a protective gesture reminding you to hold onto your value, maintain your boundaries, and wait for connections and opportunities that honor the best version of you. In essence, closed doors are not endings but powerful acts of protection. They prevent toxic energy from entering your life, guide you toward healthier paths, and open space for growth, peace, and fulfillment. Embracing these closures with gratitude and trust allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace, knowing you are being guarded and guided every step of the way. Intuition is a quiet but powerful force that guides you from within, often without you even realizing it at first. Over time, as you become more aware and tuned into yourself, this inner voice grows stronger and clearer, offering valuable insights that help you navigate life's complexities. When your intuition strengthens, it acts like a personal compass, steering you away from harm and toward opportunities that align with your true purpose and well-being. The strengthening of intuition is often a sign of growth and increased self-awareness. As you face challenges and learn from your experiences, you begin to develop a deeper connection with your inner self. This connection allows you to pick up on subtle signals, feelings, hunches, or sudden flashes of understanding that might not be immediately obvious through logic or external advice. Your intuition starts to provide guidance that goes beyond what your conscious mind can analyze, tapping into a reservoir of wisdom that comes from your subconscious mind and life experience. One of the reasons intuition becomes stronger is because of practice and trust. The more you listen to that inner voice and act on it, the more confident you become in its reliability. When you follow your gut feelings and see positive outcomes, you reinforce the habit of tuning in. Conversely, when you ignore your intuition and face negative consequences, it serves as a lesson to pay closer attention next time. Over time, this feedback loop sharpens your intuitive abilities, making it easier to discern what is truly right for you. A strengthened intuition helps you identify toxic and harmful people long before they cause damage. It sends subtle warnings, a feeling of discomfort, unease, or hesitation, when someone's energy or intentions don't align with your values or well-being. This early detection system protects you from emotional pain and manipulation by encouraging you to set boundaries or walk away before the situation escalates. Your intuition becomes a safeguard, helping you avoid relationships and environments that could drain your energy or harm your spirit. Moreover, intuition plays a critical role in decision making. While rational thinking and analysis are important, they can sometimes be limited by biases, incomplete information, or external pressures. Intuition complements reason by offering a holistic perspective that includes emotional, experiential, and subconscious knowledge. When you combine both logic and intuition, your decisions become more balanced, grounded, and aligned with your true self. This blend often leads to outcomes that feel not only successful, but also fulfilling and authentic. As intuition strengthens, you may also notice a greater sense of clarity and peace when making choices. Instead of feeling stuck, confused, or overwhelmed, your inner guidance brings a sense of certainty that transcends doubt. This clarity reduces anxiety and second-guessing, allowing you to move forward with confidence even when the path ahead is uncertain. It becomes easier to trust yourself and your ability to navigate life's complexities without needing constant external validation. Strengthened intuition also fosters deeper empathy and understanding toward others. When you are attuned to your own inner signals, you become more sensitive to the feelings and energies of those around you. This heightened awareness helps you connect more authentically, recognize when others may be struggling or dishonest, and respond with compassion or caution as needed. Intuition enhances your relationships by making you more discerning and emotionally intelligent. Developing intuition requires mindfulness and intentional practice. Quieting the mind through meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature can create the mental space needed to hear your inner voice. Avoiding constant distractions and learning to trust your feelings over external noise helps you strengthen this internal guidance system. Paying attention to recurring dreams, gut feelings, or spontaneous ideas can also reveal intuitive messages that support your growth. It's important to remember that intuition is not about impulsive reactions or unfounded fears. It is a calm, steady knowing that arises when you are connected to your authentic self. It requires patience and openness, as well as a willingness to distinguish between genuine intuitive insights and emotional biases. Over time, as your intuition strengthens, you develop the skill to filter and interpret these signals with greater accuracy. A stronger intuition is a gift that empowers you to live more authentically and safely. It helps you avoid toxic influences, make wise decisions, and cultivate relationships that support your well-being. By nurturing and trusting your intuition, you align more closely with your purpose and create a life guided by deep inner wisdom rather than external pressures or fears. This internal compass becomes a source of strength, clarity, and protection throughout your journey. Finding inner peace amidst chaos is one of the most powerful skills you can develop in life. The world around us can often feel overwhelming, unpredictable, and filled with noise, whether from external circumstances, difficult people, or internal struggles. Yet, even in the midst of such turmoil, there is a calm center within you that can remain steady and unshaken. Cultivating this inner peace is not about escaping reality or pretending problems don't exist. It's about learning to carry a quiet strength inside, regardless of what's happening around you. When chaos erupts, be it in your personal life, work, or relationships, it's easy to get swept away by fear, frustration, or anxiety. These emotions are natural responses, but if they take over completely, they can cloud your judgment and drain your energy. Inner peace acts like an anchor, grounding you so you don't lose yourself in the storm. It allows you to observe the situation clearly, without being consumed by reactive emotions. This calm presence gives you space to respond wisely rather than react impulsively. One key to finding peace amid chaos is accepting what you cannot control. Often, the noise and disturbance come from external factors beyond your influence. Trying to control or resist these forces only adds to stress and exhaustion. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or giving up. It means recognizing reality as it is in the moment and choosing to focus your energy where it truly matters, on your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. When you release the need to control everything, you free yourself from unnecessary struggle and find a deeper calm. Another important aspect is developing perspective. Chaos can feel all-encompassing when you're in the thick of it, but stepping back mentally helps you see the bigger picture. This might mean reminding yourself that the situation is temporary or that challenges often bring lessons and growth. When you adopt a broader view, the intensity of chaos diminishes. You realize that while things may be difficult now, they don't define your entire life or identity. This shift in perspective helps you maintain peace despite external disruptions. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful tool for maintaining inner peace during chaotic times. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It encourages you to notice your breath, bodily sensations, or the environment around you instead of getting lost in worries about the past or future. By grounding yourself in the here and now, you create a mental space that is calm and clear. This awareness interrupts the cycle of stress and allows you to choose calmness even when everything feels uncertain. Inner peace also grows through cultivating compassion, both for yourself and others. Chaos often breeds frustration and blame, which only intensify inner turmoil. When you approach situations with kindness and understanding, you soften your emotional reactions and open the door to forgiveness and healing. Compassion reduces conflict and helps you stay centered, reminding you that everyone is struggling in their own way. This empathy fosters connection rather than division, even in difficult times. Building a routine of self-care is essential for sustaining peace amid chaos. When you prioritize rest, healthy habits, and time for reflection, you replenish your emotional and mental reserves. Chaos demands a lot from you, and without proper care, your resilience weakens. Taking time to nourish yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, walking in nature, or journaling can restore calm and provide clarity. Importantly, inner peace does not mean passivity or avoidance. It equips you with the strength to face challenges with courage and grace. When you have peace within, you can set boundaries, make thoughtful decisions, and act in alignment with your values. Peace becomes a source of power, allowing you to influence your surroundings positively rather than being overwhelmed by them. Ultimately, finding inner peace amidst chaos is a practice, not a destination. It requires patience, persistence, and self-awareness. There will be moments when the storm feels too strong, but with each effort to return to calm, your ability to remain peaceful strengthens. Over time, this inner peace becomes a refuge you carry wherever you go, a quiet strength that protects you and helps you thrive no matter what life throws your way. When toxic people leave your life, it often feels like a profound relief, even if you don't immediately realize why. These individuals, whether they are friends, family members, colleagues, or acquaintances, bring negativity, drama, or emotional drain that slowly chips away at your peace and happiness. Their departure is more than just a change in your social circle. It's a powerful step toward reclaiming your energy, setting healthy boundaries, and creating space for growth and positivity. Toxic people tend to thrive on control, manipulation, and creating conflict. They may undermine your confidence, belittle your achievements, or consistently bring pessimism and criticism into your life. Their presence often leaves you feeling exhausted, anxious, or doubting your own worth. When such individuals exit, whether by choice or circumstance, it signals an important shift. It's a natural cleansing process where negativity is removed, making room for healthier, more supportive connections. At first, their absence can feel strange or even unsettling because toxic relationships often create a confusing blend of attachment and pain. You might question whether losing them is truly beneficial or worry about being alone. This is a common response because toxic people can be skilled at making you feel dependent or responsible for their moods. However, once you move past that initial discomfort, you begin to notice the freedom that comes with their leaving. You breathe easier, think more clearly, and start to prioritize your own well-being without guilt or fear. When toxic people leave, it's also a sign that you have started to set boundaries or make decisions that protect your emotional health. Walking away from or letting go of harmful relationships requires courage and self-respect. It shows that you value yourself enough to reject negativity and refuse to be dragged down by destructive patterns. This act of self-preservation is essential for growth because it shifts your focus away from drama and toward healing and positive change. The space left behind by toxic individuals is a valuable gift. It opens up time, energy, and mental clarity that were previously tied up in managing difficult dynamics. Without the constant stress and emotional turmoil, you can redirect your attention to things and people that uplift and inspire you. This newfound freedom allows for personal development, deeper relationships, and opportunities that were once overshadowed by toxicity. Another important aspect of toxic people leaving is the message it sends about your worth and potential. When negativity is removed from your environment, you are reminded that you deserve respect, kindness, and support. Their departure reinforces the truth that you don't have to settle for anything less than what nourishes your soul. It encourages you to surround yourself with people and experiences that align with your values and goals. Toxic people often feed on insecurity, and when they leave, you may start to notice how much more confident and grounded you feel. Without their constant criticism or manipulation, your self-esteem has space to rebuild. You become more in tune with your needs, desires, and boundaries. This growing self-awareness helps you recognize red flags earlier and protect yourself from similar negativity in the future. The process of letting toxic people go also teaches resilience and empowerment. It shows you that you are capable of making tough decisions for your own good, even when it's uncomfortable or lonely at first. Each step you take to remove toxicity strengthens your emotional muscles and deepens your understanding of what healthy relationships look like. When toxic people leave, it's a powerful form of protection and liberation. It clears the way for healing and growth, allowing you to reclaim your life and focus on what truly matters. Embracing their departure with gratitude and openness sets the stage for a future filled with positivity, peace, and meaningful connection. This shift isn't just about who leaves your life. It's about who you become when you choose yourself first. Support often arrives in the most unexpected ways, and at times when you might feel most alone or overwhelmed. When you are navigating difficult situations or trying to break free from toxic environments, it's easy to believe that you must face challenges on your own. Yet, one of the subtle signs that you are being protected and guided is the sudden appearance of help, encouragement, or resources that seem to come out of nowhere. This unexpected support is a reminder that you are never truly alone, and that the universe or life itself conspires to assist you when you are ready to receive it. The arrival of support can take many forms. Sometimes it comes as a kind word from a stranger, a message from an old friend you hadn't heard from in years, or an opportunity that opens doors you didn't even know existed. Other times it appears as practical help, a colleague stepping in to assist with a project, a mentor offering guidance, or someone simply listening when you need to share your story. These moments might seem coincidental, but they often reflect a deeper alignment between your intentions, your efforts, and the readiness of your environment to respond positively. Unexpected support often feels like a blessing precisely because it disrupts your expectations. When you're struggling, you might assume that no one cares or that help is out of reach. This mindset can create isolation and hopelessness, but the moment help arrives, especially when it's least anticipated, it shifts your perspective. It renews your faith in connection, kindness, and the possibility that good things are happening even if you can't see the full picture yet. This renewed hope can fuel your motivation to keep moving forward despite obstacles. One reason support comes unexpectedly is because it is often triggered by subtle signals you send out through your actions and mindset. When you maintain hope, show resilience, or quietly work toward your goals, you create an energetic invitation for assistance. People and opportunities are drawn to those who demonstrate commitment and openness. Even when you feel vulnerable or uncertain, your persistence can inspire others to step in and offer the help you need. This means that your efforts, no matter how small they seem, are never wasted. They ripple outward and invite support in return. Another important aspect is the role of timing. Support often arrives not exactly when you ask for it, but when you are prepared to make the most of it. This timing may feel frustrating if you are in urgent need, but it reflects a greater wisdom that governs how and when resources appear. Sometimes delays or detours are necessary to prepare you emotionally, mentally, or practically to receive the assistance fully. When support does come, it is more effective and aligned with your needs, helping you move forward in a meaningful way. Unexpected support also highlights the interconnectedness of life. No one achieves success or overcomes hardship entirely alone. Even the strongest people rely on networks of encouragement and assistance, often in ways that aren't immediately visible. This support can come from friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers. It can also emerge from unexpected places like community groups, online forums, or professional organizations. Recognizing this interconnectedness encourages humility and gratitude, reminding you to both accept help when offered and offer it when you are able. Receiving support unexpectedly can also be a powerful lesson in trust. Trust in others, trust in the process, and trust in yourself. It teaches you that vulnerability does not have to mean weakness, and that opening up to the possibility of help can lead to transformative breakthroughs. When you accept support graciously, You strengthen your relationships and create a positive cycle of giving and receiving that benefits everyone involved. In essence, unexpected support is a sign that you are on the right path, even if the way forward isn't always clear. It is a reminder that help is available when you need it, that you are part of a larger web of connection, and that sometimes the universe intervenes to guide you through tough times. By remaining open, patient, and receptive, you allow these moments of support to enter your life and propel you toward healing, growth, and success. Embracing this unexpected assistance with gratitude and humility empowers you to face challenges with renewed strength and optimism. Empowered boundaries are one of the most transformative tools you can develop on your journey toward personal growth and emotional well-being. Setting clear boundaries is not about building walls to isolate yourself from others. Rather, it is about defining what you will and will not accept in your life. These boundaries protect your energy, respect your values, and create a safe space where hope can flourish. When you establish empowered boundaries, you reclaim control over your life and open the door to healthier relationships and greater self-respect. Boundaries start with self-awareness, knowing your limits, understanding your needs, and recognizing when something feels wrong or uncomfortable. Without this awareness, it's easy to get swept into patterns where others' demands, negativity, or toxic behaviors drain your energy and undermine your confidence. Empowered boundaries help you say no to what harms you and yes to what nourishes you. They act as a form of self-care and self-love, reminding you that your time, emotions, and mental space are valuable and deserve protection. One of the powerful effects of setting boundaries is that it fosters hope. When you create limits around what you tolerate, you send a clear message to yourself and others that you believe in a better, healthier future. Boundaries give you the confidence to expect respect and kindness, and this expectation fuels hope for positive change in your relationships and circumstances. Instead of feeling powerless or stuck, you begin to feel empowered and optimistic about your ability to shape your environment. Empowered boundaries also help you break free from toxic dynamics that can extinguish hope. Toxic people often push limits, ignore your needs, or manipulate your emotions. Without boundaries, their influence can leave you feeling hopeless and defeated. But when you clearly communicate your boundaries and uphold them consistently, you protect your spirit from being worn down. This protection creates space for hope to grow because you are no longer trapped in destructive cycles. You are choosing yourself and your well-being over the chaos. Setting boundaries isn't always easy. It often requires courage and persistence. People who have benefited from your compliance may resist the change, testing your limits or trying to guilt you into old patterns. This resistance is a natural part of the process because empowered boundaries disrupt unhealthy comfort zones. Staying firm in your boundaries despite pushback reinforces your strength and deepens your hope. It shows you that you can stand your ground, even when it's uncomfortable or lonely. Hope thrives alongside empowered boundaries because both rely on vision and belief in a better future. When you protect yourself and say no to negativity, you create mental and emotional space for healing and growth. You begin to imagine what life could be like without constant stress, manipulation, or emotional drain. This vision inspires you to take further steps toward your goals, knowing that your boundaries make success more attainable and your journey more sustainable. Moreover, empowered boundaries improve your relationships by setting a foundation of respect and honesty. When others see that you value yourself and will not tolerate mistreatment, they learn to treat you differently. This shift encourages healthier communication and deeper connections. Relationships built on mutual respect and clear limits become a source of strength and hope, rather than anxiety and pain. Hope also emerges from the self-respect that boundaries cultivate. When you honor your needs and protect your well-being, you reinforce your worth. This sense of worthiness nurtures a positive mindset, making it easier to believe in your potential and future happiness. Hope becomes not just a wish, but a confident expectation that things can improve because you are actively creating the conditions for change. In essence, empowered boundaries and hope are deeply intertwined. Boundaries protect your emotional landscape, allowing hope to flourish without being overshadowed by fear or exhaustion. Hope motivates you to keep moving forward, even when challenges arise, because you know you are taking care of yourself. Together, empowered boundaries and hope create a powerful cycle of healing and growth, one that strengthens your resilience and expands your capacity for joy and fulfillment. When you embrace this cycle, you step into a life where you are both protected and inspired, ready to face the future with confidence and optimism. Empowered boundaries and hope together form the foundation for a life filled with strength, self-respect, and possibility. By setting clear limits, you protect your energy and nurture your well-being, creating the space needed for hope to grow and thrive. This combination frees you from toxic patterns, builds healthier relationships, and fuels your belief in a better future. Embracing boundaries is not just an act of self-care. It is a bold step toward reclaiming your power and inviting positive change. When you honor yourself in this way, you open the door to lasting growth and a life filled with confidence, peace, and optimism.